Hi folks, Tom here with Axe Wood Paste. Well, I thought I'd make a continuation of the yarn. I did cut it off, if anybody watched my last video that ran lopsided and all my open segments were cut off one side and not the other like I explained. So a few things have happened since then. This here is the way I used to do it, which it doesn't work very well. I made my own open segments for you people that know what open segments are. You just glue them in here. And then this is what they call a stomper, and you glue your next one on top of it, and so forth. Well, that worked a little bit. I had a hard time with it, and this is what happened. This is the one I used with my black walnut that went way off shape. And I thought, that's it. I'm not using this system no more. So, you can buy these plates. Now, I'm not running down any other company. I don't like people running down mine. But you can buy these segmented plates in plastic. But, they're $70 a piece. Eesh. That's why I didn't get them. That's why I tried making them. If you want a 24 open segment ring, you buy the 24 segment plate, it's $69. Well, you don't want to stick with 24. I mean, maybe you're building something big and you want a 48 and you want a 16. $69, $69. So it's $70 each time you want to buy a plastic seg. You know, I can't blame them because they sent it to a factory. By the time they probably extrude plastic or melt it and pour it in, and they had to make a mold, and that's expensive. So that's probably why they're $70 each. So anyway, I didn't want to pay. And 3 of them would be $210. And I still didn't care for this. So, anyway, I watch, for those of you on YouTube, Earl's Small Segment Shop. I'm sure most of you probably have watched him. Well, like I said, I wanted to do a change. Well, recently, he put a video out at the beginning of the week and or end of last week, and he went to the Raleigh Symposium, got all set up because he had devised this for open segments, this little jig. Well, he wasn't there very long and he went down for the count. And he got rushed to the Raleigh Hospital. He explains all this right on the video. And he spent the 3 days in Raleigh Hospital and none of the 3 days at the symposium. So, geez, I hope they sure made it good by him. It's expensive. So he sounded pretty kind of heartbroken that he didn't get a chance because there was people asking questions and they want to know how it worked. And boy, that's a bad deal. I felt sorry for him. So some of his videos, as you know, he can't zoom in. The shop's so small, and I don't think he has a remote. So I told him once I figured out how to work this thing, I just got it put together last night. So you're with me on this. I've never used it. Some of the directions, the pictures need cleared up net. So I told him this is going to be my first video, and I told him I would try to help him out. So, and maybe for those of you that do wonder how this open segment stuff works, maybe I can clear it up. As far as making a sled, this is one of my old closed segment sleds, and I just converted it to fit this saw, and it's just more or less a piece of junk. But here is 90 or 0 to the blade, and it should be set at about 5 degrees now for my segs. So that's all. You don't need anything fancy because they don't have to be perfect like a closed segment ring, which those got to be perfect, as you know. One of these. There's a lot of room to play. So if you could walk over to the lathe without breaking your neck, my shop still isn't done yet. There's stuff everywhere, but it'll get done someday. So here's that urn I showed you before, and this is what was on it, and I cut it off, and lo and behold, look at that. There's my black walnut open segs. Yeah, and there's no black walnut. And so, obviously, that's no good. So, I cut it off. I ordered this from chefware kits. Earl set up, Earl devised this, and then he had chefware kits making it for him, I guess. Pretty well made, and I wanted to show you. That's why I have it all taken apart. So basically, you put this together, comes in a kit. This is a piece of angle aluminum. This is a block of heavy aluminum. This is just a stop. You'll see how this works here. So, you get this piece of cold roll steel, and you get a set. So once it's set, you don't have to mess with it again. And what that does is just sets it level and puts it in the same spot every time. You get this with it, this pin. Now remember, this is my first time too. Bump it up against the stop, lock it down. That's it. That's where I wanted, about a 1/16 of a way. Lock that down. Now you've got something you can tear down in a second. So, hi guys, we're back. My wife was trying to tell me something, and she was seeing something flashing in our little Sony Handycam, and this thing's ancient. And I didn't know what it meant either. Well, they take those little DVDs. Well, they're only good for 15 minutes, so that's what it was. We ran out of DVD. So I went and downloaded it, and now we only got 15 minutes again. So, that's that. So let's pick up where we left off. Here's the chart I won that came with this deal. How to use an easy open segment jig. Well, Earl made this chart up, which takes a lot of the work out. I wanted a 7-inch ring, and I wanted 24 segments. So 24 segments, it tells you, cut them at 5.25 degrees. Not very much. Tells you to cut them at 5.25 degrees. Okay, 24 of them. And that will give you a 7-inch ring. And you want to make them 0.645 wide. Some call them wide, some call them long. But it's from here to here. That's how big it's going to make your 7-inch ring. You could call it whatever you want, wide, long, but it's this measurement here. Because that's going to make up your 7-inch ring and make up your correct gap. So you got to make sure they're 5.25 angle, 0.06, whatever I said, wide. So all you got to do is just follow what's on the chart. That's it. The chart's all done for you. So then the other chart right here is, I'm going to use the very outer one for my first time. 144 holes in this outer ring. 24 pieces. It tells you got to go every 6 holes. That's it. Now you've got your segments cut, and I took a magic marker and marked every 6th hole. And I double checked it, and yep, that's 24 spaces. And they're all going to be evenly put on. This is a stop. And I put it right at 3.5, because half is 7. So they're going to go like that. You glue one on, go to the next one, and that's going to give you 24 pieces, evenly spaced, a 7-inch ring. You can't be any easier than that. I did try this earlier, though. He uses tight bond 2 at the beginning and holds them for his 10-second rule. But I'll tell you, I can't get them to hold for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They work for him. He shows it right on YouTube, so... But I see he switched to quick and thick, and now he only holds them for 5 seconds. So there's my 10 seconds. I don't know. Let's move it to the next one. Next hole. A little bit of glue. Down against the stop. Maybe that's it. If I work these back and forth and create some friction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Let's see if it's going to stay. I don't know. Okay. So that's, you just continue all the way around. So you got the idea. I mean, that's worse than watching sanding. So right here, you want to come over here and we'll get a better... This pin is on a spring loaded. It's a little brass pin. It's right here. So I'm going to go...
Get your hat out of the way.
I'm going to go up to my next pin. Snaps, pops right in there. Now I'm ready to glue it. Stick it on the... Can you see? Stick it on, glue it. Pretend there's glue on that. Stick it right up against the stop and hold it for your 10 seconds and then go to your next one. That's it. Just make sure, I would unplug it. You don't turn your lathe on. That probably wouldn't be good. Number one, this would probably break. This would definitely cut your wrist or cut your hand off. So you want to unplug your lathe if you're going to do this. And this really isn't tying up the lathe like it used to, because if I wasn't talking and stuff, I could zip right around this and then go on to my second layer. Same thing. Just move this whole system out 3/4 of an inch and do my next one. Same deal. So I hope that helps somebody. Anybody that's thinking about buying this, or like I said, I don't have a penny in this. I paid like $170. Nobody has given me anything except for Curtis at turntex.com. He supplied us with a couple jugs of Aluminite back when, so we could try out our different paste to see what worked the best. So thank you, Curtis, for that. Because I called and I written, who are these guys? Hurricane. I said, say, I've been buying these and giving them away, a couple of them. Can you donate one? No. Nobody wants to, so guess what? I'm not gonna mention anybody's from now on what I tried to get 10% off this Grizzly. No. Just gotta be, I don't know. Certain people on YouTube get the 10%, some don't, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, the only body that has helped us is the people, Doug and Kim, and I've got about 6 people that's helped me with the paste and the resin and stuff, and them I owe a big thank you. Because if it wasn't for them, our paste probably wouldn't have made it. I don't know. So anyway, that's the system. If anybody has any questions, they're staying now. I messed with them this morning and wouldn't stay, so I got this out real quick just to, but they're working good. So I've got 24 to cut. Now I'm going to zip these right in, put in my other ring, and then I'm going to soak this in resin and let the resin, whichever color we pick for this urn, go in between the cracks. Then I'm going to turn it. Now that'd be pretty. I was thinking about a mother of pearl in there, but I don't know. It's just like this is what we were going to do. Well, I hope to God it comes out better than that. And that came out pretty nice, but I don't know. Because it is for a family member of this if it comes out. If not, then I'm going to start all over. But anyway, I hope that helps someone. Like I said, any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer them. I think I cleared up some questions, and you can at least see a little better. And I'm going to take some still pictures for Earl. Maybe he wants to put together a new catalog here. Because some of them, for some reason, they're all yellow, and you can't. So I might take some pictures and for him and send them to him, and he can maybe put together a better. Yeah, I might not. This might work out just fine. This video might. So okay, well, I'm going to get this done. I'll come back once I get the resin seeped in there, and we'll see how that goes. All right, thank you.